English forecast. I'm your teacher, Miss Pauline Joyce A. Villaflor. We are now in quarter 4, module 5. Our lesson is about distinguishing among types of journalistic writing such as news, editorial, feature, and sports news. Let's have the learning objective. Distinguishing among types of journalistic writing, news, editorial, feature, and sports news. Let's have the pre-test. Directions. Read the following examples of journalistic writing, then tell whether it is a news, editorial, feature, or sports news. Number 1. The Department of Health or DOH reported on Monday 86 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 52 new recovered cases, and 3 fatalities in Quezon City. So, what's the answer? Okay, very good. It is the news. Next, number 2. Most kids have easy access to social media nowadays. Though there are a lot of advantages in being able to use social media platforms, there are also dangers that parents or guardians must be aware of. Some parents do not realize the potential risks their children face in the social media. Cyberbullying and online predators, among other problems, are what parents should look out for. Parents must be able to set standards, regulate, and stay involved on how their children use social media. So, what's the answer? Very good. It is the editorial. Number 3. Manny Pacquiao scored unanimous decision over the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter Floyd Mayweather Jr. in an epic boxing rematch on Sunday in Philippine Arena. The answer is correct. It is his sport. Number 4. Vatican City. At the age of 93 and nearly 5 months, Benedict XVI officially became the oldest pope in history on Friday. Even if the record is complicated with the fact that he stepped down in 2013 and holds the status of Pope Emeritus, Benedict was the first pope to retire in 700 years. Citing his diminishing strength after 8 years in office. From Agent France Rees. What's the answer? Of course, very good. It's feature. Number 5. Seoul, South Korea. South Korea will temporarily ease coronavirus surge in the greater Seoul area after a decline in cases, officials said Sunday. By Agent France Rees. The answer is news. Very good. Now let's have the recap. In your previous lesson, you have learned to distinguish fact from opinion in news reports. In a news report, a statement that can be checked and backed up with evidence are facts. Opinions, on the other hand, are statements that are taken from comments made by various people such as journalists, writers, or witnesses, it expresses the viewpoint of a particular person. Let's have the lesson. In the past, people have only limited options in accessing the news. Newspaper, TV, and radio are the main sources of news back then. At the present time, access to news had significantly improved. People have instant access to any type of news through the use of the internet. Though access to news had greatly changed, journalistic writing had pretty much remained the same. Journalistic writing is the style of writing used to report news stories in newspapers, television, broadcasts, on radio, and on the internet. Today, we are going to talk about some types of journalistic writing: the news, editorial, feature, and sport news. Let's talk about the news. A news is a report on a current or recent event to inform readers of what is happening in the world or in the local area. It contains facts and detailed information to general questions like who, what, when, where, and how. The editorial. An editorial is an article that presents the newspaper opinion on an issue. It is meant to influence public opinion, promote critical thinking, and criticize actions while providing solutions to the problem. Some editorials may commend people and organizations for something done well. Let's talk about the feature. Features report about a certain topic, issue, person, or event with more background and in-depth details. They are generally the stories in newspapers and magazines. The last one is the sports news. Sports news is a form of writing that reports on matters pertaining to sporting topics and competitions. It typically covers information and highlights of the game, athletes, persons, or teams involved, the type of sporting scores or final outcome of the game. Let's have the guided practice. Read the following examples of journalistic writing, then tell whether it is a news, editorial, feature, or sports news. NBA Clipper rally to beat Mavericks Nuggets edge just in OT. Los Angeles AFC Kawhi Leonard scored 29 points and had 12 rebounds, and Paul George tallied 27 points as the Los Angeles Clippers held until beat the Dallas Mavericks 118-110 in the opening game of their playoff series. This article is an example of sports news. It discusses news about the sports event. Next, one dead, heavy damage to properties recorded as strong quake hits Masbate. Legazpi City, a retired police colonel, died after he was trapped inside one of the structures that collapsed in his family's resort at the town of Kataingan in Masbate bore the brunt of a 6.6 magnitude earthquake that hit the province on Tuesday morning. This is example about a recent news which informs the readers of what had just happened. It contains the detailed information about the question who, what, when, where, and how. Junk food ban. While the provincial board may have good intentions to propose a ban on soft drinks and junk food in school campuses, it's doubtful whether school officials can realistically enforce it. To be honest, there are scores of vendors who not only sell soft drinks and junk food near schools but all sorts of homegrown snacks that foreign visitors have either grown to love or found a reason to hate. Balut and Adidas, anyone? It is an editorial. This example presents criticisms and the newspaper's opinions on a certain issue. Chocolates for your birthday. Eating chocolates not only satisfies your taste buds, it also improves your brain function. The flavonoid found in chocolate has been proven to help increase blood flow to the brain. It can help in boosting memory and attention span, and it also improves problem solving skills. It is a feature article. This example reports about a certain topic, which is about chocolates with more background in depth detail. Let's have some exercises. Directions. Match the types of journalistic writing in column A with their content with column B. Number 1. News. That's the letter of the answer. Letter C. Current or recent news. Number 2. Pictures. It's letter D. In-depth details about certain topic. Number 3. Sports news. Of course, A. Sporting topic or competition. And the last number is editorial. It's letter B. Opinion. Let's have the wrap-up. Write P if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Number 1. A news is a report on a current or recent events to inform readers of what is happening in the world or in the local area. Correct. It's true or T. Number 2. An editorial is an article that represents the newspaper's opinion on an issue. Very good. It's T. Number 3. Features report about an issue, person, or event with more background and in-depth detail. Correct. It's C. Number 4. Sports news are known for of writing that reports on matters pertaining to sporting topics and competition. Correct. It's C. And the last number 5. Journalistic writing is the style of writing used to report news stories in newspaper, television, broadcast, on radio, and on the internet. Correct. It's letter T. Let's have the process. Directions. Choose which type of journalistic writing is presented in each number. Write the letter of your answer. Number 1. In commemoration of the creation of United Nations, Lopez Elementary School celebrated United Nations Day last November 5, 2018, activities like the parade of costumes and displays of flags of different nations within the school premises were carried out. What's the letter? It's A. It's a news. Number 2. Indeed, the frontliners must be considered our modern-day heroes, combating the dreaded COVID-19 in the hospitals to ensuring safety in public spaces. Our brave frontliners deserve commendation and respect from the people. What is the letter? Letter D. Editorial. Number 3. Why do children get depressed? What might be the reason for their depression? According to the Department of Health, the number of children 18 years old and below with depression has grown by 18% between 2005 and 2015. It is said that depression can happen to anyone. What's the letter? Letter B. It is a fish. Number 4. Dubbed as the child prodigy in chess, Miguel Santiago has again proven his might in chess. Santiago defeated his opponent Nito Campos, scoring 16-8 in the Royal Chess Tournament last Monday held in Philippine Sports Arena, Pasig. What's the letter? Letter C. Sports. Number 5. The magician Efren Bata Reyes has yet again proven his magic on the pool table. Reyes captured the gold medal in the 9-ball pool men's singles of the 2020 Manila Billiard Tournament. Very good. It is sports. Letter C. Okay. Thank you for your listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell button. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.